Welcome Reddam and Umhlanga to your Entrepreneurship Day, hosted by Benango Traders, a division of Johannesburg School of Finance. Today, you guys will be running your own business in teams, and the ultimate goal is to make as much profit as possible. The most profit made in this version of the game is a whopping 82,000 Rand. I challenge you today to try and beat this profit and get your school's name in our Hall of Fame. As part of the simulation game today, you are going to start and run your own business in your teams over 3 weeks during the December holidays on Clifton Beach in Cape Town. As of this moment, you are all 25 years old. Let us go to Clifton Beach in Cape Town, one of the most popular tourist destinations in South Africa. This is where you'll be selling your Benangos. What is a Benango? It is a banana that tastes like a mango, a Benango. It looks like a big fat banana. It peels like a banana, and inside is an orange, juicy fruit that tastes like a mango. It is the newest thing on the beach, and everyone wants to try one. Benangos grow on a tropical island far, far away from here and are flown into Cape Town International Airport. That is where you will buy your stock. There is unlimited Benango stock available at the airport from your supplier. In order to be successful, you need to make 3 important decisions. Depending on how well you make these decisions, it will ultimately determine whether you are going to be the winners. There can only be one winner. So are you going to be that winner? The first decision is, of course, price. What will you be selling your Benangos at? The second decision is marketing. How much money are you going to spend on marketing or advertising each week? And lastly, how much stock are you going to purchase? The first decision you're going to have to make is the price. The cost price of a Benango is 2 Rand. Whenever you buy a Benango, it will cost you 2 Rand. You can sell your Benango for anything up till 10 Rand. Your selling price can be anything between 2 and 10 Rand. It is important to think about your pricing strategy. For instance, are you going to be Woolworths, Levi, Billabong, selling at a high price and therefore having a high pricing strategy? The higher your price, the more profit you're going to make per Benango. But you're probably going to have to market and advertise a whole lot more to convince your clients to buy your Benango at this higher price. Your other alternative is that you could have a low pricing strategy and be Shoprite Checkers or Pep. The lower your price, the less profit you make per Benango. So you'll have to try and sell a lot of Benangos to make the same profits as Woolworths. What else do you need to think of when you make your pricing decisions? Well, of course, your competition. And today, you've got a lot of competition. Your second decision is marketing. What is another word for marketing? Advertising. Which ways of marketing or advertising do you see around you every day? Well, we see a lot of online ads, we see billboards, we hear radio adverts. There are many ways of advertising, and people spend thousands of rands on advertising. There are so many similar products out there today, and everybody's just trying to get our attention to buy our products, and of course they do that through advertising. We say advertising is the entire process whereby a company sells both its name as well as its products. What do I mean when I say that? Well, let's have a look at the price difference between a Superdry t-shirt and a Pep Store t-shirt. There's a huge difference in price. If you look at the cost of making these shirts, there isn't much difference. Perhaps maybe the printing is a little bit better quality, but the cost of these shirts aren't that different. So why do we pay extra for that Superdry t-shirt? It's because of the marketing. Companies selling at a higher price have been successful by selling their brand. The rules for today is that you have to spend a minimum of 50 Rand on marketing per week. This means that you can spend anything on marketing above 50 Rand. So it's 50 Rand, 200 Rand, 300 Rand. Maybe you even want to spend 1,000 Rand on marketing. Your only limit is the amount of cash that you have available in your bank account. Also, there's a little bit of a catch. Marketing does not carry over. So every week you have to think of a new marketing budget about how you're going to draw new customers in and get them to buy your product. You have to take certain considerations in when you're marketing. Marketing tells potential customers who you are as a brand, and it indicates which customers you are focusing on. For instance, you could focus on 18 to 30-year-olds on the beach. Maybe you're going to have a DJ serve Benango cocktails with really comfy seating and a super awesome dance floor. Or maybe you're focusing on athletic, healthy people who enjoy organic, super healthy drinks and sporting events. Or perhaps you're going to focus on the whole family, something for mom, something for dad, the kids, and maybe even granny and grandpa. One of your assignments today is going to be to create an advertising campaign that will go on social media. And you guys are going to have to draw attention to your Benango business on a social media platform. So start thinking of creative ideas. You've already seen a lot of social media adverts and campaigns. Think of something that you could do on your limited budget to create something awesome and that will stand out above the rest. At this point, you must be thinking, how much money do we have to actually get this business off the ground? You know how much a Benango costs, and you also know how much you can spend on marketing. But how much money do you actually have in your bank account right now? Well, guys, you're going to have to go and find some capital. So where are you going to go? There are a few places you could go. You could ask friends or family. You could find a sponsor. You could get some investors. And investors are called shareholders. Now, a shareholder is somebody that gives you money to start your business. No money in life is for free. What do shareholders want in return? Well, of course, they want a share of your profits. So if you're not interested in shareholders, perhaps you maybe want to go to the bank for a loan. Again, no money is for free. So the bank may charge you interest. Now, interest can be an income or an expense. If you have a positive balance, meaning that you've got money in the bank, you will earn interest, and that will be an income. However, if you've borrowed money, you will have to repay that money plus the interest that has accumulated on that amount. So today, I'm going to be your sponsor. That means it's money for free. Each team is going to be given or sponsored 4,000 Rand. In addition to that 4,000 Rand, you will get a 2,000 Rand overdraft facility at the bank. What does that mean? It means that you can use 2,000 Rand of the bank's money, but it means that you're going into the negative. So of course, what does that mean? You're going to have to pay interest if you go into that negative 2,000 Rand. And that interest rate is 10%. Now, of course, if you stay in the positive, meaning that you stay in your 4,000 Rand that the Johannesburg School of Finance has sponsored you, you will earn interest. It will be an income of 5%. I do suggest that you are very careful with how you spend your money. You've got to get through the whole game today, and of course, you want to win. You don't want to run out of money and have cash flow issues. Now, any business has got certain business costs or running costs. These are expenses we pay on a regular basis in order to keep our business running. For example, rent, water, electricity, marketing. You've got to pay your office staff. You've got to pay your staff that is trying to run your business by selling the Benangos. So there's a lot of people and a lot of things that you need to pay. And of course, don't forget your suppliers. All these costs can be divided into two categories, fixed cost and variable costs. A fixed cost is unrelated to the units that you produce. So it doesn't matter how many Benangos you may or may not sell, those fixed costs will always be there. A variable cost, on the other hand, is directly related to your sales. So if you sell one Benango, the variable cost will be 2 Rand, as it costs 2 Rand to buy that Benango. If you sell 0 Benangos, obviously your variable cost will be 0. And then if you sell 100 Benangos, your variable cost will be 200 Rand, because 100 Benangos times 2 Rand will give you 200 Rand. In the game today, marketing will not fall into the fixed cost column. I've already told you that you can spend anything on marketing above 50 Rand. All the other fixed costs I'm going to group together and call it an administration cost. It's a fixed cost of 300 Rand per week. So once you've paid it, you've covered all your fixed costs except for marketing. And then, of course, your last decision that you have to make is, of course, your purchases. How many Benangos are you going to buy for this week? Now, Let's think about this. You're not sure how many customers are going to come to you because you're not sure of the weather. If it's going to be great weather, you're going to have a load of customers on the beach. But if it's raining and thundering, not too many people are going to come to the beach. Of course, this is a game. So you guys are going to have to guess the weather while you're making your decisions. After we have received everybody's decision sheet, we're going to roll a dice. If the dice lands on a 1 or a 2, it will be poor weather. If it lands on a 3 or a 4, it will be average weather. And if it lands on a 5 or a 6, it will be perfect weather. So, for example, if you guys guess in round 1 that it's going to be average weather, that means that you are guessing that there will be 12,000 people on the beach. Ladies and gents, do you actually know whether it's going to land on a 3 or a 4? No, but that would be your prediction. Obviously, once we've rolled the dice, you will know whether your decisions were correct or not. It's a game. You've got to have the best decisions made in order to make the most profits.